You probably first heard of Backbreaker right here on IE or at ieshow.us.
Now the football fantasy is hitting the shelves and home consoles, but is it ready to tackle Madden?
Here's Sean B to tell us if Backbreaker is a touchdown or a fumble.
Being awesome myself, I found no need for sports video games as I can just get out there with the pros and show them who their daddy is, if you know what I mean. But every time I try, I get kicked off the team because they say I'm too touchy. I mean, doesn't every pro football player do a lot of butt slappage and grabbing? I was just trying to fit in. Now that my dreams have been crushed because I can't go within a mile of the Dallas Cowboys, I guess I'll just play Backbreaker and do it all virtually. Controls are pretty standard button controls if you've played other football games, but this game has a focus mode where you pretty much do better at whatever you're trying to do at the time. Other than that, the game itself is decently easy to get your fingers around. I'm talking about the controller, of course. You should start the game with training. Not because I think you suck at it, even though I'm sure you do, but it teaches you everything you need to know about how to play and also gives you some goodies for completing them all. Aside from training, you have the usual exhibition, or as I like to call it, quick game, where you just jump into the game just for the sake of it. Then of course you have leagues where you pick either season or Backbreaker. Now the season is your typical season of football, but Backbreaker, you create your own team and go into quite a bit of detail on just about everything. I suggest some black with some nice pink highlights so the enemy team can see that you're not playing around, but once they get to know you, you have a real sentimental side as well. My personal favorite game option is Tackle Alley, where you just run from one side of the field to the other, dodging enemy players who seem to have a hate for everything that might be considered a ball. All in all, this game's really easy to jump into and definitely worth a buy, even though there's no buttons to get your slap on. That I know of anyways. Backbreaker gets a 7 out of 10.